Well, back on July 18th, UVM rocked the college hockey world, announcing that Todd Woodcroft had been fired as men's hockey head coach.
That decision came as the result of an investigation the school says revealed inappropriate text messages sent by Woodcroft to a student. That same day, assistant Steve Wiedler was tapped to serve as interim head coach for the 2023-24 season. We went one-on-one with Wiedler to talk about his new job and the future of the Catamount hockey program. Steve, first things first, you learned a couple weeks ago that Coach Woodcroft was not going to be with the program anymore, and that they wanted you to step up and take the interim head coaching spot. What was your initial reaction when you heard that?
Well, excitement, right? I think it's an unbelievable opportunity. This is a storied program. We're in Hockey East. It's a sleeping giant as far as a hockey program, and we're tasked with revitalizing that. So obviously the position comes with a ton of excitement.
What are some of the challenges that you've kind of run into in these first couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think that challenges is a good word. I think that there is challenges when it comes to recruiting in the Division I landscape. You know, the way to turn those challenges into positives is to be able to work to your identity. You got to recruit to it, you got to coach to it, and every day we got to continue to build that identity. The challenges that we have aren't unlike a lot of other universities, but to not hide from them, understand them, and then attack them is the way that we're going to go about it, and we're going to do that through cultivating that identity.
What were some of the conversations that you've had with the incoming players, returning players, just kind of dealing with this upheaval, this change?
Yeah, I think it was about being transparent. We all kind of went through the situation together. Just to have those one-on-one conversations and let them know that we're here to talk. Recruited most of the guys and have coached most of them, so between those two facets, knew the guys on a personal level, which made the conversations very easy.
You being a Northeastern guy, you grew up in New York and obviously played at Southern Maine and have a lot of coaching experience kind of in that Northeast region. How important is it going to be to find people who see Vermont as a destination?
I think that's pretty much everything for us. Part of the recruiting landscape that gets forgotten is these kids come on their visits and we're selling the place. But at the same time, they're selling themselves, right? And it has to be a good fit for them, but it has to be a good fit for us as well. And guys that come in here and we feel will bleed green and gold, those are the guys that are going to take a little step up for us in our recruiting depth chart. Northeast will definitely be something, but just like everywhere else and just like I just said, it's going to make sure that we cast a wide enough net that we're not missing any talent, whether that be in Europe, North America, Western Canada, wherever it may be.
Who are some of the guys that you're kind of relying on to take up leadership roles and kind of try and maintain the stability of this program after obviously having some upheaval?
What Will Zapernick and Joel Mata have done as guys that are returning wearing letters, you know, I think that they have done an unbelievable job of spreading our story, telling our story, and generating that excitement within our locker room right now to continue to grow and get better and develop into wins.
You look up here and you kind of see what this program's been able to do in the past, and you've got the Frozen Four years. Does that kind of serve as an inspiration for you to tell you that this program is capable of doing something like that? You mentioned being a sleeping giant. How much is that kind of the past serving as an inspiration for the future here?
I think that's pretty much everything. I think it's an education piece. We have guys from all different cultures around the world that maybe didn't grow up like I did with Hockey East, maybe didn't watch UVM on TV. We're going to educate them on who this program was and who this program is. There's not a lot of teams nationally that can boast being to the Frozen Four, the tournament appearances, and our alumni base and the success that they've had. Again, that's why I call it a sleeping giant. It's because we have that pedigree, we have that history. It's beyond my wildest dreams to be in this position and ready for this opportunity, and I know our players are too.